Alright guys, welcome on back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking the Cypher up against the Guardian boss. I've been playing a whole lot of the Tomb lately, so I wanted to change it up and do something just a little bit different. Originally this was supposed to be a live comm video, but I kind of messed up and I went into the boss fight with only pack 2 on my weapon. But even still guys, the Cypher actually handled itself against this boss pretty damn well. We're still able to get him dealt with, and I can only imagine what it would be like if this thing was actually fully upgraded. I've honestly been loving this AR so far, and if you guys are looking for a new decent OP loadout to rock here during Season 2, we definitely got you guys covered. With all that out of the way, if you guys are into zombies content, do me a huge favor, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Getting closer and closer to 27,000 subscribers every single day, and I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. When I originally jumped into this boss fight guys, I was recording a live comm and I was going along and I'm like, wait a minute, I only have pack 2 on this thing. Even though the boss fight was going pretty well, there was a few sketchy moments and I did have to focus up quite a bit, and I just didn't want the video to be extremely quiet. Figured we'd come in here and just record a quick little commentary. When I first started shooting at this boss here, I just noticed we were just barely even tickling this guy's armor. It really clicked in that I only had pack 2 on my weapon at this time. So I figured, you know what, let's just go ahead and pop our ether shroud. We're gonna go ahead and take our sword, we're gonna take these armor pieces off and just expose these critical areas so I can see the damage numbers from there. For the arms and legs, we're only doing about 800 damage, which honestly really isn't the greatest, but once we were able to fully expose the chest, we were able to do a little over 1,000 damage, which was definitely a little bit better. Now there really should be no reason that you should be coming into this boss fight without one of the swords. Since you have to unlock and upgrade all of them anyways to complete the main quest and even get to the boss fight, you might as well bring one of them with you. It's not like they take up a weapon slot, they're just going to take up your melee slot, and they're going to be way better than any of our melee weapons. Well, besides the drill once upon a time, but Treyarch didn't let that one go for too long. But I can tell you guys, the one gobble gun that you will need to make this boss fight just incredibly so much easier is just Arsenal Accelerator. And the Guardian sends out enough zombies in between each phase that you can definitely build up your ether shroud, so you can have that for each one of the phases. And when you're in your ether shroud for phase 1 and phase 2, I would just strictly be using your sword, just trying to get off those armor pieces and get to those critical areas. But once you get to phase 3, I would say go ahead and pop that ether shroud and just strictly start lasering into that chest. Between phase 2 and phase 3 is also when I like to set down the sentry gun, just so that way I can get rid of them through phase 3 really quickly. And you can also bring in a mutant injection to get you out of a sticky situation. I kind of feel like Treyarch may have made the Guardian boss a little bit more aggro towards the Mangler suit though. That really could just be me. With the largest extended mag, this gun is sitting on 120 rounds after pack-a-punching, which is pretty damn good for the ammo size. I absolutely love this AR because to me it kind of feels like a mix between an SMG and an AR hybrid. It's got the good movement of an SMG, but it really packs a punch and hits hard like an AR. Well, it's not the greatest for the longer ranges, but when it comes to the medium range and up close, I feel like this thing's actually more powerful than most of the ARs. That's not even just for zombies. I've actually been loving this gun over in Warzone and multiplayer as well. I know we mainly cover zombies here on the channel, but I really do love Call of Duty as a whole, and I do play all of the game modes, even though some of them are kind of not doing the greatest right at the moment. I've found myself stepping away from Warzone and multiplayer a little bit more and finding myself on other games like Marvel Rivals. But to tell you guys the honest truth, hero shooters have never really been 100% my thing, and I've been struggling to find a main game to really play, and I'm just waiting for Call of Duty to really get their shit together. And don't get me wrong guys, I absolutely love zombies. It's honestly what I'm probably most passionate about, but I honestly do feel like if the other parts of the game aren't doing well, even if zombies is doing pretty good this year, that will bleed over into this game mode as well. Multiplayer was actually good and attracting more people like it usually does, and those people would actually be more tempted to go, hey, I've actually heard zombies is pretty good this year, maybe we should hop over and try that. At a time where Warzone and multiplayer is just absolutely bleeding players while zombies is actually doing pretty good is kind of sad, because we could have more players. And yes guys, I do say pretty good, ignoring the stuff with AI and voice actors. Overall gameplay, the gunplay, the Easter eggs, the maps, they're all pretty good in this game. The core foundation that the game is built on is actually really good. It's really just the storm of everything going on around it that really kind of just brings it down a little bit. We got the studio using AI for art and potentially even voice acting, and the crazy thing is that we got content creators out here that are speaking out against Treyarch using AI in their video games, but yet these content creators are using AI in their thumbnails and other things, and it's just crazy. No, I'm not just talking about one specific content creator. I've actually seen this from quite a few of them actually now, which is kind kind of crazy that keep using multiple AI generated thumbnails and stuff while they're complaining about Treyarch using AI or Activision Call of Duty using AI is just kind of mind-blowing to me. Yes, trust me, I do see the differences. Small-time YouTuber making YouTube video, multi-billion-dollar company making a video game that is supposed to be bought by consumers. I do understand the difference. All these YouTubers are trying to do is basically just save either a tiny bit of money by paying a thumbnail artist or save a tiny bit of time by going in and actually making a thumbnail in either Photoshop or Canva or something like that. Especially for someone who does this for a living and puts out almost daily videos, you know that these videos they don't take days and days to make. They don't take a week to make. They are usually done within a couple of hours. The gameplay most likely being gotten beforehand, and then all they usually have to do is go over, they do a quick commentary, they make a thumbnail, they ask someone to make it for them, they edit it together really quick, and they throw it up on YouTube. So the I just don't have any time really just doesn't seem right with me, and especially for some of these YouTubers that I've been seeing do this quite literally have millions of subscribers, so the money thing probably shouldn't be an issue either. It comes down to paying a thumbnail artist, especially with thumbnail artists that get to work with certain YouTubers consistently. Usually they will give them decent prices when it comes to thumbnails. So there's even multiple artists that actually do really good work on Twitter that will give you like thumbnails for anywhere between $10 to $20. As someone who's done YouTube for quite a few years now, not only have I learned to make my own thumbnails, but almost every other YouTuber that I've met along the way, they all learn to make their own thumbnails as well. Or at least they want to. It's all like a part of perfecting your craft. Anyways, I'm sorry about rambling on for a minute. I just wanted to talk about that for a second. I did mention this on Twitter about a week ago, and then I noticed somebody else posted something about it like yesterday, so it's just been kind of rolling around fresh in my mind. Overall, guys, the Cypher did handle itself really good up against this Guardian boss fight here. I do have to admit, I think if I ended up getting pack 3, it would have done way better, but even still, with only pack 2, we were able to defeat this guy. I definitely recommend you guys try out the Cypher if you haven't already. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite guns to use here in Black Ops 6. I'm gonna go ahead and toss the loadout up on the screen right here for anybody that wants to go ahead and check it out. Always, I greatly do appreciate anybody that stuck through this far into the video. You guys are absolute legends. Be sure to drop me a huge like if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if anybody is new. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next one.